What's up, you guys? What's up? And welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to have you here today because I have something that I know that you are absolutely going to love. And today what I want to do is just pull the curtain back and give you a bird's eye view, an over the shoulder view about how I take a client through their program, how I set things up, what we're doing with their diet, and just give you kind of a little bit of a sneak peek behind the scenes look at what gets results. And the reason why I think this is super important, because it's one thing for me to sit here and to talk to you about what you may need to do to change your body. And it's a whole other thing to do what I like to call showing my work, show your work. It's kind of like math. You know, in math class, they tell you that you have to show your work to see the results, to get to the results, so we can see how you did things. Well, that's what I'm looking forward to do with this particular series here on my channel, and give you an opportunity to just see how a healthy training program is put together, what the diet looks like, what the cardio, what the training, and all that stuff looks like for my particular clients. And today I am really excited to bring you a client of mine that you've seen already here on my channel. Her name is Kieva Brown. And if you go ahead and you take a look right over here, okay, and you take a look at that little eye circle there, I'll go ahead and link her video interview that we did a couple of months ago. And at that point, we were looking at fat loss. And since that point, we've actually taken things in a totally different direction, raised her calories nearly to 2,500 per day. Yes, that much food to do a lean build. And what's crazy is when I show you her pictures and her starting weight, where she started off around, let's say 100 and I think she was around 160 something, and now we're only at 159 pounds. The little bit of difference in scale weight versus how she looks, your mind is gonna be blown, okay? So I want you to take notes, watch this, stay inspired, and just hold on. You'll wait till I see it. But before we go into that, before we begin, I want to welcome you here. If this is your first time here on my channel, be sure that you subscribe right now. Hit that bell notification and make sure that you set it to all notifications so that way you don't miss a single video. And if you've already been subscribed here for a while, that does not matter. Make sure you look at that bell notifications and it says all notifications, because sometimes it becomes untoggled. Now I need you to stop right now and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see me talk more about clients, if you want to see progress reports and things like this that's going to help you to know what you need to do when it comes to your own programming. Thumbs up this video, like it right now. And if you're a woman out there who knows that you're ready to take your training, your nutrition to the next level, and you want to work with me, stick around to the end. I'll let you know how we can go ahead and get that started. So let's go ahead and jump right into Kieva's program. Now, before I show you her current pictures versus her starting, I want to ask you this question, okay? Where have you gone in the last 33 weeks when it comes to your body? And really, let's do the math. How many weeks, how many months does 33 weeks translate to, right? 33 weeks is about 7 months. And over the last 7 months, Kieva and I have really just been sitting down and taking a look at her goals. What is it she wants for herself, where she wants to go with her body, and putting together the exact game plan to make that come to fruition. And boy, I got to tell you, the progress she's had in 33 weeks is absolutely amazing. And I want you to know, she's no different than you. If she can do this stuff, you can do it too. Ask yourself, 7 months from now, 33 weeks, where can you be? Can you do this? Let's go ahead and take a look. So I want to go ahead and bring up her photos, her current photos. So this is currently where we are. If you look at the photo right there on the right, that's Kieva right now in her lean build. We're kind of just building up her physique right now and just focusing on bringing in some more definition and not really more definition, but just more size to her body. And the photo on the left is our starting point. Now, I want to tell you right now, these are not doctored, these are not photoshopped, these are not changed in any way. These photos are exactly just straight out of the camera. The only difference is we wanted to hide her face. So taking a look at her structurally from the beginning, now this was back in February of this year, February of 2020. And this current photo, the photo on the right that you see, was taken about 2 weeks ago. So we're in October of 2020. And the difference that you see is remarkable. But here's the thing I want you to think about here, okay? I want to show you her chart here. Now, this is Kieva's chart. All of my clients have their own chart with their numbers and stuff like that. As of this most recent weigh-in, okay, that was literally today, actually. And she probably sent these pictures in to me about 2 weeks ago. So I would say that let's say at the time of these photos were taken, she was about 158 pounds. Today, she's 159. And she is currently, her navel, waist is sitting at 27, bust chest is sitting about 34, her buttocks is sitting about 42 at the time of these photos, her hips are sitting about 41 at the time of these photos, her navel sitting about 28. Now I want to go back, okay, so if you take a look at the photos that I showed you right there on the right, this is her at about 158 pounds, or, if we went by today, she'd be about 159 pounds. Now, let us take a look at where she was when she first started to compare. Now, the photo on the left, which I'll show you in a moment, she started at 163 pounds. So guys, let's do the math here, okay? Let me show you these pictures again. So this is the photo on the left. She's 163 pounds. Photo on the right, she's about 158, 159, 60, 161, 62, 63. That's 5 pounds, you guys. The photos that you see right here are a 5-pound difference. And I wanted to make sure to illustrate this to you because so many of you are allowing the scale to drive you absolutely insane when it comes to your progress, and you cannot do that. Look at the change in her abdominals. Do you see at 163 pounds, she had just a little bit of abdominal fat, so a little bit poochy on the front of her abdominals here. You can see that, her legs were a lot smaller as well. And if you take a look on the photo on the right, comparing, look at the abdominal area. Completely different change here, right? This is only a 5-pound difference, you guys. But look at the development of her legs. You can see more of an outer quad sweep as well as the inner quad sweep. You can see her back is definitely more defined. You can't really see her arms here, but you can kind of see that the definition has definitely picked up. The shape of her arms have also improved. And we've done a lot of work with her diet. I did not starve her along the way. And in order for us to get to this look right here that you see on the right, she is eating nearly 2,500 calories a day. I will show you that in a moment. Now comparing, her buttocks went from a 43 to about where she is right now. I think we said she was sitting about a 41 or so, okay? Comparing to where she was in Sure Starter, hips are sitting about 42, and her hips right now, as of this thing, is probably about the same, about 41, 42. Her navel, when she first started, had her about a 34 with the navel, and that's kind of where we saw some of the biggest progress with her. Right now, her navel right now is sitting at 27, okay? 27 on the navel. And her waist, let's say when she first started, her waist was sitting at about a 32, and the waist went to about a 27. So lots of amazing changes. And this is why, ladies, I tell you, you got to rely on the pictures. They never lied to you. You got to rely on your measurements. They never lie. And how your clothes fit and how you feel. The scale is really only there to help you to set calories, which I'll talk about in a moment. But let's take a look at some of her other photos that were included in this series. So if you're taking a look at Kieva from the side shot, you can really see the difference in that abdominal area. Her glutes were something that we really wanted to work on. And with her butt, if you take a look at the shape of her butt, it's actually tighter. You see how we had a little bit more body fat in here? That's a lot more tighter down in here. The butt is also more shapely. You see how it pokes out a little bit more? It looks tighter and more shapely. We've been doing a lot of squats and deadlifts, particularly when it comes to building up her glutes. If you look at her arms, you can see the increased tonality as well as the muscle from the side here. And of course, that biggest difference is that poochy stomach. It's pretty much gone. Another thing we really wanted to work on with her was her posture and working on her core strength. And as you can see, her posture is way more improved than the first shot. Let's take a look here from the back, all right, because this is an important photo for a lot of you ladies too. So once again, look at the change of her butt. How many women are going under the knife to change their bodies? How many women are going under the knife for surgery to build up the butt, not even build it, to fill it up with whatever the hell they're fat, silicone, whatever the heck they're doing, right? Honey, let me tell you, squats, eating, training, deadlifts, and really glute bridges. We do all kinds of things that target the glutes. Now look at the waist. Again, all of those rolls, all the body fat, totally gone. Definition in the upper body. Look at her back, defined, shapely, and strong. And these are the results of training smarter, guys. Training smarter. Now, if you're curious about what her training program looks like at this time, right now, in order to maintain this wonderful shape that you see on the right, okay, in order for us to maintain this physique, I want to go ahead and show you what I have her doing in the gym. So this is her actual training schedule. Whenever I set up a client, this is what they're using. We have some meditations in here, as you can see. We have, some things that are really focused on mindset. That's all a part of what we do with my clients. Now, the other thing that I want to show you is the cardio, because a lot of you are going to ask, how much cardio is she doing? Well, let's take a look at this, okay? 10 minutes of HIIT on Monday, 15 minutes of steady state cardio, keeping her heart rate at about 80% on Tuesday. No cardio on Wednesday nor Sunday. I gave her completely off on that. Thursday, 10 minutes of HIIT training, okay, HIIT cardio full out. Friday, 15 minutes of steady state, and Saturday, 15 minutes of steady state. Yes, ladies, she is not in the gym for hours doing cardio. And we're still able to maintain this amazing amount of leanness. And that's why training smarter, eating, and making this a lifestyle, that's why it's so important, because when you start to put these things together, they just fall into place. You don't have to starve yourself. You don't have to overtrain. You can really have this schedule around your lifestyle that works and has you looking forward to going into the gym every single day. Now, with her training program right now, the biggest thing that I want to focus on for her is I want to build up her back. I'm also giving her an extra day where she can do some abs and core, because she really wants to work on tightening up that area. So we're actually in the gym 6 days a week. I had her in the gym 5 days a week, but I wanted to throw in that ab day because she asked for it. So as you can see, we have that ab day on there on Wednesday. So Monday we train back. Tuesday, we train legs, we do plyo. So her back program on Monday is based off of FST7. I'll talk about that in another video. I might have talked about this in my blog, and if I did, I'll put it in a little circle I thing at the top so you can check that out. But we train back heavy on Mondays. Tuesdays, we're going in with plyometrics for her legs, power training. And power training is great for shaping up the legs, shaping up the glutes. Power training is stuff like jumping and explosive movements. So that's what we do on that day. Wednesdays is a full day of just abs for her, training that core. And I'm not always very big on training the abs, but again, because she wanted that, I went ahead and gave that to her. Thursday, we're building back and shoulder again with some specialization. Right now, her biggest goal is to be able to conquer pull-ups, and she wants to build up her back and shoulders. So as you can see, we're actually training those muscles more times a week than normal. And that back workout, that back and shoulder workout, is a mix of really heavy work within it, anywhere between the 8 to about 12 to 15 rep ranges, and just really doing supersets, giant sets, and a bunch of really great things. Of course, I can't show you her workouts because that's proprietary stuff there. Okay, that's copywritten stuff. And if you do want workouts, stick around. I'll tell you about how you can get some workouts from me via my Patreon. You can download those yourself. And then also Friday, we have her training glutes and hamstrings. Okay, so 2 days a week of legs going crazy. Glutes and hamstrings are that focus because we are trying to build up that backside of her body. And then once again on Saturday, we go back to shoulders, but mix in a little bit of biceps and triceps with some strength work. And that's what we're doing. Nothing too crazy, everything put together in a way that makes sense. She has been on this program for about 4 weeks, and every 4 weeks I change up the workouts. I progress what we're doing. Right now, we're going to stick with this kind of a specialization, hitting back and shoulders for about a good 12-week period. So she's got about maybe 2 more cycles in this kind of a Monday through Saturday setup with with hitting these muscle groups. And then once I change things up, I'll come back on again and tell you what I'm doing new. Okay, so we're in a back and shoulder specialization. We're also in a sort of a leg specialization building program as well. Now, if you see her meal plan on the bottom here, it says plan 1 and plan 2. And I usually like to create 2 meal plans for my advanced clients. The Plan one is the meal plan that they do on the day that they train, that's higher in carbohydrates and has a post-workout recovery shake in it with some carbs and all that. And then plan two are usually the off days or cardio only days that it's a little bit lower in carbohydrates because the body doesn't really need that as much when you're not working out. So let's go ahead and take a look at the diet, because I think that the diet is always the thing that ties everything together. So let me zoom in on her meal plan so you can take a look at her calories, okay? Because I think that y'all need to see over here that this girl is not starving. So taking a look at her calories here, you can see where I have her set up to have 2,432 calories per day on her training days, okay? The only day that she does not have this amount of calories on the training day is when we do abs. And I just didn't feel like she needed it because that workout doesn't really warrant having this particular nutritional setup, okay? But the training days where she's training hard, she's training heavy, she's throwing weight around the gym, she's pushing herself, I've got her eating just over 2,400 calories a day, 75 grams of fat, 249 grams of carbs, and 196 grams of protein. Now notice I don't have her on a completely crazy amount of protein, okay? You don't need to be eating 2 times your body weight in protein. Carbs have an essential role when it comes to building the body and building the frame. So I went ahead and put those calories into her carbs. Her fats are at 75 grams, and for her frame, that really works great. Fats are an important part of any diet program, especially when we're talking about hormonal health and stuff like that. Now, on her off days, it is set up just a little bit differently. So on her off days, because she's not as active, but I still do want to keep her in a caloric surplus because you need to eat more in order to build muscle. She's eating 2,100 calories a day, just about a little bit over. So 2,150 calories a day, 2,150 a day. We took down the fats here. So in order to take the calories down, I took the fats down where she's eating 64 grams of fats a day, took the carbohydrates down just a little bit. So she's sitting around 211, and took the protein down a little bit as well. She's sitting at 188 grams. So she doesn't need as many calories on the rest days, but I also want to make sure that I supply her body with enough calories and macronutrients to be able to build, because it's in that rest and recovery day that your body is building muscle. So you still have to feed it. So as you can see, I'm not starving this woman, okay? And she has all kinds of stuff. She's also a vegan, you guys. She is a vegan. So I should also preface this by saying she is not eating meat, and we are still knocking out the park as far as the type of proteins I do have on this plan, because for you vegans, you're probably saying, how the hell do you get her calories up, protein up like that, Roxy? Well, we do use a lot of mock meat, quote unquote, products, which help with that, or tofu, tempeh, seitan, and stuff like that. So for her, we've got tofurkey in the mix in the morning. This is the 2,100 calorie meal plan, by the way. We also have coconut yogurt in there for her. She's got vegan protein powder. We've got oats. We've got fruit. We have her eating Beyond Beef in her plan. Rice is in her plan. Tofu is in her plan. Tempeh is in her plan. Mixed greens or any kind of veggies that she likes. Gardein chicken strips are in there. Yams are in there. Salad dressing for her as well, as long as it's fat free. On this particular day, I have her eating some chickpeas, and she can also swap these things out using our food substitution calculator. So she's not stuck to eating just this. She can go ahead and use our calculator to make, her own diet taste as well as she wants when she gets sick of certain products. Now, taking a look at the 2,400 calorie plan, all right, same exact foods are on it, you guys. It's nothing really different. Really, what I did was I changed around the order of some of the meals. And I did that just to add a little variety for her and just to, really get the numbers where I wanted to. Here she's got some Justin's almond butter added in the mix, or just almond butter, period. It doesn't matter who really puts the almond butter out. We've got 2 shakes in there, fruits and all of that stuff. So guys, what I want you to take away from today's video is that eating healthily, pushing yourself in the gym in intelligent ways, and taking yourself outside of your comfort zone is what gets results, okay? It's not about the starvation diets. It's not about eating lettuce and just rabbit food. It's not about cutting out every macronutrient on the planet. It's not about being super restrictive. It's not about spending hours upon hours in the gym. It's about training smarter and harder. Now, this particular client program is a lean build program. For those of you out there looking to build muscle, put on size, but keep your body fat in check, not to put on too much body fat. You still want to look good, feel good, look like you're an athlete. This is the kind of program that would work for a lot of you. Now, the specifics about how much you should be eating and all that stuff, well, that's something I cannot tell you right now personally, because of course we would need to tweak it for you. But if you are interested in going ahead and seeing how this would work for you, taking your body to the next level and really just stepping outside of your comfort zone, I want to talk to you. Listen, I'm taking on new clients right now, so come on over to my website, rockstarfitness.com/clarity call. You can see it scrolling across the page right here, all right? And if you take a look at the description of this video, I'll put the link down there for you to check out as well. And if you're not looking for coaching, but you want to just connect with me, you want to get workouts, you want to have access to like workshops and master classes and all that stuff on nutrition and how to put stuff together, program design, come to my Patreon, because it is an amazing library of just fantastic information, stuff that I actually teach to my clients. I've made it available for you to go at your own pace, and it's at a super competitive, super low price as well. So you don't want to miss that. Come on over to rockstarfitness.com/Patreon to get that and go ahead and sign up. Or you can also go to patreon.com/rockstarfitness to go directly to there. All right. Now, what are your thoughts after watching this? What are your thoughts? Are you inspired by her progress? Do you have questions? Go ahead and post them in the comments and I'll be sure to get back to you. Now, I'm going to be doing some live videos this week that I want you guys to make sure that you come into. When I do my live broadcast, that's the time for you to call in via Zoom. I'll drop the link during the broadcast and you can come on and ask me whatever questions you want about your training, your nutrition, your diet, what's getting you stuck, celebrate your progress, whatever you want. I want to connect with you. So make sure that you subscribe right now. Hit the bell notification so you never miss my alerts when I go live and all that stuff. And we'll stay connected. Give this video a thumbs up and I hope to see you soon. All right, guys. I love you guys so much and have a good day. Bye-bye.